Oh, Final Fantasy. That tune never gets old. What up, YouTubers? PSkidd here for your official video preview of Final Fantasy XIII-2. Final Fantasy XIII-2 is the much anticipated sequel to the 2010 smash hit Final Fantasy XIII. Now, if you've played the original Final Fantasy XIII, it may seem on the surface that the sequel is something you may be able to predict, but don't be fooled. Final Fantasy XIII-2 has many improvements over its predecessor. First off, the battle system has been redesigned to address the issues that were present in the first one, giving you, the player, more control over its characters and environments. One of the biggest improvements is the ability to capture and raise over 150 monsters to fight alongside you in battle, what Square Enix calls the Feral Link. Another addition, as well as the most requested, is the inclusion of towns and cities, where you'll be able to explore at your own free will, mingle with townsfolks, and make real-time decisions and conversations that actually affect the outcome of the game's ending. In Final Fantasy XIII-2, you'll be revisiting many of the same areas you saw in the first one. However, don't be alarmed, for much has changed. For example, Lake Brescia is now called Brescia Ruins. A recreative version of the city of Bodhum has been made on Pulse, known now as New Bodhum. You will also be visiting new worlds as you travel through time, such as the realm of Valhalla, also known as the Invisible World, where lightning has gone missing. Final Fantasy XIII-2 has two main playable characters, Sarah, which is Lightning's younger sister, and a new character, Noelle Kreese, a mysterious young time traveler from 700 years in the future who uses dual combinable swords. Noelle and Sarah must venture through what is called the Historia Crux, essentially a time traveling through various gates in time and again based on the player's decision can drastically alter one, if not many, of the multiple endings present in the title. This system much resembles that of the time traveling in Chrono Trigger and Radiant Historia. The game has also received its first review, which resulted in a perfect score from the much respected Japanese gaming magazine known as Famitsu. Famitsu's editor had to say this: "It feels like a very different game from its predecessor. The story changes depending on where you go in your time traveling journey, and it's easy to lose yourself in the changing and redoing areas you've previously finished." While assistant editor wrote, "The setting and the presentation is fantastic, and the issues people brought up with the first game, its linearity, its lack of meaty gameplay, are a thing of the past. You're sucked into the game right from the beginning, and the story is very easy to get into." Many more things have changed in the world of Pulse and Cocoon, as well as the world of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy XIII-2 will be releasing in North America January 31st, 2012. Stay tuned here for the Let's Play series, for the upcoming title, and my official review for the title as well. Thanks again, and this preview was presented to you by none other than the PSkidd.